Hi, I'm Ruth. Welcome back to my channel, Seamstress Ruth. This is vlog number 2. So I just wanted to start by saying a massive thank you to everybody who watched, liked and subscribed after I released my first video last week. I was absolutely blown away. You've all been so kind. I've had some amazing supportive comments. So yeah, just thank you so much. I really appreciate it, honestly. I can't tell you how much I appreciated it, really. It was so nice of you. So thank you all very much. And here we are with vlog number 2. So it wasn't that scary after all. So you might notice we've got a different camera angle today. I flipped the camera around and put it on the windowsill rather than having the window behind me. So I'm hoping that the light might be a little bit better in this video. There's the postman. So as usual, we will start off with what I'm wearing. And today I am wearing the Nina Lee. I've forgotten it. Why do I keep forgetting the name of this pattern? I keep wanting to say Bakerloo, but that was the one I made last week. Hold on, I'll check. It's the Southbank. Nina Lee Southbank sweater and dress. And I'm wearing the dress version. And this is one of my makes for the week, so I'll tell you a bit more about it in a moment. So the first thing that I got made up this week was the blouse that I told you about last week. Now I showed you this fabric and I wasn't sure whether it was actually genuine Liberty fabric or not. So I took it along to my social sewing group on Saturday and showed the ladies and asked them for their opinion. Luckily, Donna, my lovely friend Donna, who is Donna Flowers and Sews on Instagram, has sewn with a lot of Liberty fabric before, and she was actually wearing a dress made from Liberty Tana lawn. So we had a good feel of this, and we had a good feel of her dress, and we decided that yes, indeed, it is genuinely Liberty Tana lawn fabric, and I have to tell you, it's absolutely beautiful. I've never sewn with Liberty fabric before, so this was my first experience, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. I can totally understand what all the hype is about around Liberty fabric, and I shall probably be raving on about it for a good while to come, and looking for more pieces when I see it at a good price. So I was thinking about turning this into the blouse by the Avid Seamstress, and that is exactly what I have done. So I'll give you a bit of a close-up of the fabric again. It's this really lovely Tana lawn, very soft, purpley plum colours on a white background, and then I put a little label in there as well that says Sewing Rocks. Yeah, very happy with this. I'd made the pattern before. I actually I turned an old dress into a blouse for my Sew Up Cycle 23 entry. So I knew I liked the style of the blouse and wanted to make another one. I had enough of this fabric. I had 2 meters, and I definitely didn't use all of 2 meters. I've probably got half a meter, 40 centimeters left. I think it helps that this has got sort of 3/4 length sleeves and not full sleeves, and there's no cuff on the bottom. It's just an elasticated channel, so that helps to save on fabric a little bit. If you've not made this, I would really recommend giving it a go, actually, especially if you've never made a shirt before. It's quite a nice introduction. There is only the sort of collar stand. You haven't got the additional collar piece on the top, so it's like a grandad style collar. There's no yoke on the back or the front. The button placket just folds over, so that's not a separate piece either. And yeah, like I said, the sleeves are quite easily finished with just an elastic channel. So really good introduction to a shirt pattern. If you haven't made one before, I would definitely recommend it. The second item that I got made up this week is the Southbank dress, which I'm wearing right now. I'll pop a picture in up here and so that you can see the full length version. But I, again, new pattern, I haven't made this one before. And at the social on Saturday, Sara was making a version of this and it sewed up really quickly. She got it finished in the session and modelled it for us at the end and it looked absolutely wonderful. So I thought I'd give that a go. I made a size 12, which, yeah, fits quite nicely. I couldn't find the seam allowance in the pattern instructions and it was probably just me overlooking them. But I decided that I'd go with 1 centimetre and then later found out that it should have been 1.5 centimetres, I think. So it's probably a little bit more roomy than it needs to be. And my sleeves are a little bit long, but it's okay. It's still perfectly wearable. But if I do make it again, I'll make sure that I go with the 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. This fabric that I've made it in is really nice. It's got quite a good texture. Oh, see if you can see that there. So this is from Minerva fabrics and it's quite similar to the fabric that I was wearing last week, the toaster sweater, that sort of burnt orangey kind of colour. It's by Mind the Maker and it's some sort of, it had a really long name. It was something like organic, textured, something, jersey, knit. It's probably one of the longest fabric names I've ever seen, I think. But it's great for this time of year for a sweater or a sweater dress. It's got quite good stretch, but the recovery isn't great. So what I'm finding with this dress and with the toaster sweater, which I don't mind, it's quite nice. Well, it works anyway on the pieces that I've made with it, is that it over the course of the day, it kind of stretches out and sort of almost looks a little bit, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but a bit sort of like a Flintstones dress. You know how they are quite A-line, but quite rigid. That's probably the wrong word. It's not rigid, but it just doesn't come back into shape by the end of the day. It's quite flared out at the bottom. But I think with the patterns that I've made with it, that's okay. It's not too bad. If you were going to buy some, I'd probably just think carefully about what pattern you made up with it. But I like the fabric. It's very nice and cosy and warm. I had a check actually on Minerva last night and it is still on sale, this fabric. Perhaps that's why, because it doesn't have the recovery. So maybe it's not been selling too well, but I think it's £13.99 a metre, which is really a great price for Mind the Maker fabric. What I'll do is pop a link in the description below and then you can go and have a look if you want to. But yeah, overall I'm happy with it. I like the texture and I like the colour as well. It's very nice. I don't normally go for drop shoulder styles. I like styles that sit quite nicely on my shoulder, but yeah, this is okay. I like it. It's certainly very comfortable. I should probably make a couple more before I'm done with this pattern, I think. But thanks to Sara, because you definitely spurred me on. Your version was really, really lovely. Okay, so that's what I'm wearing and what I've been making, ticked off the list. Next I'll tell you about what I've been up to over the last week. The main thing really, well, the most exciting thing to tell you about is the social sewing day that I went to on Saturday. So that's organised by Sadie, the Staffordshire Sewist. Make sure you check out her #2 vlog as well. Yeah, great day. There's about 10 of us that go once a month, have a nice day sewing, chatting, eating cakes, drinking tea, and it's a really, really lovely day. So that was this Saturday, and I've got a few goodies to show you actually that I came away with. Now, first thing is, you definitely know Becki from What Beck Sews. You probably know that she has been having a de-stash on her account recently. So I ordered from her some really cute cotton jersey. It's Christmassy. It's got little polar bears and Christmas tree be very, very cute, and I shall use that to make up a little pair of baby pyjamas for Christmas. So that was the first nice goodie to show you. Secondly, this was also from Becki, and I can't believe she put this on the swaps table, but I was in exactly the right place at the right time, because she came in, opened her bag, popped the stuff on the swaps table, and I was right there and picked this up, and I said, oh, can I have this? And she said yes, of course. And it's a pattern that I've actually got on my pattern wish list. It's the Winnie pyjamas from Merchant and Mills. So yeah, I can't believe she was giving that away. It's brand new, not been used, so I can't wait to give these a go. It's got a shirt which you can have long sleeve or short sleeve, and then you can either have a pair of very short shorts, a bit longer pair of shorts, or some trousers. They look like they've got, I think they've got a drawstring and maybe a couple of darts in there for shaping. So yeah, how good was that? The Winnie pyjamas from the swaps table. So I didn't pick up any fabric because I felt quite guilty for taking that, so I thought, oh, I'll leave it at that this time. But also from Becki, she brought along her Jazz and Wow stand. So she's got an Etsy store, and she makes her own buttons and jewellery pieces, and she usually brings them along on a Saturday so that we can have a little look and buy any items from her that we like. And this time I've bought some earrings, so I'll hold those up so you can see them. Hopefully you can see. They're very cute little white hearts, and they're quite glittery, and they've got silver hoops. So I thought they were really nice, quite Christmassy. They'll be nice to wear in the winter. So yeah, thank you for bringing those along, Becki. They're lovely. I'll start wearing those soon, I think. They're really, really nice. And then the last thing I got from the social was a really lovely gift, actually, from my friend Donna. She's so nice. Everybody that goes is so nice. We're very lucky to have found each other. But she brought me a lovely piece of fabric as a gift. So it's all wrapped up in some beautiful tissue paper, and she put it in an organza bag. So I'll open it up now and show you. I actually think that Donna won this in the raffle one of the months that I couldn't go to the social. I think it was when I was on holiday in the summer, and so she won it, but it wasn't really her cup of tea. So she very, very kindly asked me if I would like it, and of course I said yes. So here we go. Look at those colours. Isn't it gorgeous? So it's viscose, and yeah, just absolutely love that blue. It's amazing. I don't think I've made anything in that really bright blue before, but it is gorgeous. So that will have to be, that's got to be a dress, hasn't it? Actually, that might be a really nice Christmassy dress, because it's just so gorgeous. So yeah, I'll have to have a think about what pattern I can use to really do that fabric justice. But if you're watching, Donna, thank you. That was so kind of you, and I really appreciate it. Everyone's so lovely. Do you go to a sewing social? If you do, I would love to hear about it, because yeah, they're quite a new thing, aren't they? Well, I mean, I think they are. I hadn't really heard about them until maybe a year or so ago. But yeah, I love going to them. I love attending, and they're great fun. I have a few more goodies to share with you. These didn't come from the social. I've ordered these from a company that was new to me called SewSewSew. So she's on So she's on Instagram and Facebook, and she's got a lovely little store. And the thing that drew me to her store is that I saw this fabric in her stories, and it's some viscose jersey, really nice sort of orangey brown colour, Kind of looks a bit like carrots, but I don't think it's carrots. But I like it. Nice autumnal tones, quite like that. So might turn that into some pyjamas or a long sleeve top. Maybe one of the tops out of the Tilly and the Buttons book. Is it the Freya? That's the one with the high neck, isn't it? I think. So maybe one of those. We'll see. And while I was on her website, I also found some more cotton jersey. It's got these little planets on. I thought that was really cute. So I've got half a metre of that. And to go with it, I bought just some navy blue ribbing. That goes quite nicely. So yeah, that will be some pyjamas, I think, some baby pyjamas. Yeah, so that was my lovely happy post that I got this week. Oh, by the way, you just heard the postman come a few minutes ago. He wasn't bringing anything nice. It was just junk mail. So that was quite disappointing. But never mind, can't have fabric delivered every day. I'd have nowhere to keep it. So, plans for the week ahead. I'm still deciding what to make with that fabric Godmother viscose twill that I showed you last week. I think I'm edging towards a dress. I wasn't sure if it would be a bit too much, but yeah, I've had some lovely feedback saying just go for it, so I think I might do. So now I am on the hunt for the right dress pattern. I've got quite a lot of dress patterns in my collection, so I shall have a look and try and find a good pairing. And if I haven't got a finished dress to show you next week, I will hopefully at least have a clearer plan. So that's the first one. The second plan for the week is I might sew up that carrot fabric, which is what I'm going to call it from now on. Yeah, it's definitely getting a bit cold and chilly, so having another nice snuggly warm layer will be really handy. But also, I'm not going to give myself too much to do this week because I've got an exciting day out planned on Friday. I'm going to the knitting and stitching show in Harrogate. I was really lucky to go to the one in London as well earlier in the year, and I won some tickets to go to the Harrogate one, so I'm going to go up there on Friday. My husband is coming with me, so yeah, I hope he has a nice time. But yeah, he might just end up carrying my bags and making sure that I'm fueled up with coffee for all the fabric shopping that I'll be doing. But no, I'm sure he'll have a nice time, and I think we're going to go and try and maybe go to Betty's tea room for a bit of lunch in the afternoon. So that'll be lovely. It's quite a long drive from where we live in Shropshire, so we'll have to set off quite early on Friday morning. But yeah, looking forward to that, and it should be fun. So if you're going to be there on Friday, yeah, I'd love to see you. Come and say hi if you want to. That'll be really nice. And yeah, I'll show you next week what I've been buying. So thank you so much for watching again. Like I said at the beginning, I really do appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you'd give it a like. It would absolutely make my day. So have a fabulous week, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.